We have people in our country who've been forced to survive in the harshest of economic circumstances. And they are hugely resourceful. They managed to do it. And we've been involved in developing some of the world's most useful and transformative technologies. And if you have a look at us, we're the first African country to appear in this list, and we're way down at number 30. I think one of the key reasons is content disconnect, in that we sit in our offices, we're all highly educated, and in fact, even though we might have different population groups, we probably have fairly similar experiences of life, and we actually don't know how other people live. We come from a culture of authority. We were colonized, we were part of the British Empire. Now in our companies we have this command control culture, and what that does is it makes people scared. If you have a good idea, maybe you're too scared to come forward. And the more junior the person is, the more scared they are. Because innovation means taking risks. Is that we're thinking about market attractiveness, all wrong. Recently there's been a lot of focus on reaching the bottom of the pyramid. But what I've found in talking to people and doing research and so on is we're asking the question, what can we make that they can fit into their budgets? And when we ask ourselves that question, when we look at how meager those budgets are, or we have a look at it and we say, you know, as many of these people as there are, it simply isn't attractive. The margins simply aren't great enough to justify us really going for it big time. They're using a few basic products and we can't actually find anything that we can put in there for them to buy. Don't ask what they can afford. Ask, how can we add to their incomes in a way that creates value both for them and for us? Firstly, get to know your customers deeply in a really authentic way. So how can you grow the pie or transform it into something else entirely? Thinking about transformative innovation actually in the long term is far more lucrative from a business point of view, is that you need to define the problem very clearly. You need to get lateral and speak to experts from unrelated fields. Take the time. It takes time for ideas to percolate, to come. Our minds don't come up with ideas on the spot. They take stimulus and information and they roll it around for a while. Some important things to think about when you're looking to create innovation that's outside the pie and creates market value. In other words, increase the size of the pie. Firstly, look at your conventions and ask which ones are holding you back. Why would you want to buy a whole CD when you just want one song? Turn your pirates into partners. Ask yourself, who are the clever and often illegal operators who you're losing money to? Can you adopt their business model or partner with them?
What kind of innovation does South Africa need the most? And the response was unanimous. We need innovation that creates employment. The starting point is to think beyond product innovation. You have to start thinking about innovation that happens around your business model, or innovation that has to do with the value chain. Are there links in the supply chain that are not your core business that can be outsourced? Purity, they recently launched a range of handmade and healthy snacks for toddlers, which is a good innovation in its own right. But what's really interesting about it is that production of these snacks is entirely outsourced to Kaya-Lecture cookies. Innovation is not just about employing technology to solve problems, it is also about employing people in new ways. Our insurance has shown us that that can work really well. I think I'll just give you a moment to soak up that image, but if you're going to be innovating for people, it might mean that you have to piggyback on existing networks or existing skills that are available in the market. We're talking about ideas that are profitable, ideas that are business ideas, but that at the same time deliver societal value. We think that a good place to start is to think about your purpose. Think beyond what your company is doing and think about why it is doing it. Then consider what the pressing needs are in the markets in which you operate and create alignment between those two things. If you focus on societal innovation or innovations that create that kind of value, there are some great unintended benefits as well. And quite simply they are that it puts you in a position where you gain much deeper first-hand insight into what your market really wants you. And it enables you to be more relevant and to be faster to market.
Innovation is a state of mind as much as it is a process. And it's a brave organisation that takes that step and says, okay, I'm going to change my state of mind, I'm going to embrace innovation. But those that do, I'm absolutely convinced, will reap the rewards they deserve. And learning in the process that brands are increasingly competing not in a category, but within society. Learning that reality that your competitors are not just things that look like you, and your opportunities are not just to take from them, but to build true societal value.